Hey guys, what's happening? And welcome to another episode of SEB'S SMS. Yes guys, as usual, I'm sending you a message. Let me tell you that again. I'm sending you a message, you better catch it.
Sebastian Bassong is now very much the Anglophile.
SEB'S SMS. I'm sending you a message, you better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
Yo, what's happening? What's going on? Talk to me. Tell me, how do you feel? How are you? And I genuinely want to know. And I hope that you genuinely want to know how I do feel. But even though you want to know or not, let me tell you how do I feel. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed. You know what? I got this feeling of, it's burning a little bit inside of me. Why? Because things have been going on this week in a funny way. And that's exactly what I want to talk about. First and foremost, I hope you're good. It's not because I feel like that you're gonna feel like that. And I don't want to transfer or give to you the way I feel. That's not the point. But let me tell you the way I feel. I'm a little bit on the edge. Why? And that's the subject of the day. That's exactly what I want to talk about with you today. Because I felt, and it's a feeling, I felt let down. So how do you feel when you're being let down? Or when you feel that you think you're being let down? How do you feel? How does it occur in your life when you are being let down? How do you react? What do you do? What do you do to prevent that? And that's exactly what I went through this week. And I'm still going through that. Because if there's one thing I can't stand, is when people say something and they don't deliver. They promise something into your face. They do things, they do everything. But when it matters, when it counts, people disappear. People are not holding up their part of the bargain. And that's my question to you. How do you react when something like that happens to you? Or are you the one who let people down? And you know what? Don't get it wrong. It happens. Sometimes it happens. But when it does happen over and over and over, at some point you're going to ask yourself a couple of questions. What have I done to let that to happen? Or what have I not done to make sure it wasn't going to happen? Because surely there's something that you've missed. And the fact of being let down, it can occur, it can appear in your life in different ways, shape, or form. When you say something to somebody and you're not even doing what you said you were going to do, you let that person down, but you let yourself down first. How does that make you feel? When you say something and you're not even doing what you say, that doesn't bother you. That bothers me. But let me tell you why. Because I know how I am. I know how I move. I know what I prefer to do. I know how my brain, how my character is built. I know my preferences. And I'm somebody, my value of honesty, my value of being straight, this is one of my highest value. I like when things are straight. I don't like when things are like that. Even though I'm from where I'm from, and I grew up the way I grew up, but I've worked so much on myself that I know now I'm a master of myself. The same way I want you to be the master of yourself. What triggers you? When that does trigger me. That does trigger me big time. I can't live with that. But now the question is, what am I supposed to do to deal with that? Because when somebody comes to you and promise you a lot of things, you're asking yourself, why that person? How that person is going from that stage of, yes, I want to do it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to give it, I don't know, anything. I'm going to be part of that project. and all of a sudden when he counts, that person disappear or come up with some crazy excuses. I want to know, and I want you to ask yourself, how can you deal with that in the most profitable way for yourself? How can you protect yourself? And if you're the person who let people down, why? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Surely you're a people person at the moment when somebody asks you something or somebody is offering you something. You are full of emotion and you want to please people. You don't like to say no. You like to be on people's good books. So you don't even think. You haven't checked your life. You haven't checked your schedule. You haven't checked if you're already booked. You haven't checked if you're going to be able to deliver what you say you're going to be delivered. But because at the moment, this interaction that you're having with that person is what matters right now, you saying yes, because that fulfills you, that fulfills your desire to interact with people. And I get it. How did I get it? I've worked on myself the same way you need to work on yourself. It's one thing to say, you know what, I've been let down and I can't stand it. But ask yourself why. I know for a fact that I don't like people saying some stuff and not delivering because I'm thinking about the result. I'm thinking about, okay, this is where I'm going. This is where I want to go. And when you don't deliver, I'm thinking like, you know what, you don't respect myself. You attacking my core value. But what about you? What does matter for you? Why don't you like to be let down? Where does that come from? I know where I come from. You know, we said your word is who you are. So when you say your word is who you are, this is how I grew up. My elders in my neighborhood, they always told me, listen, a man only have his, what is good between the legs and his word. Because that's the way I grew up. So that's the way I identify myself. And growing up is even more. Because that's how and where I base my value around. What about you? That's why I'm so passionate about that. Because I know myself. But do you know yourself? Stop letting people down. Because you let yourself down first. You will coming 2023 soon. It's coming, guys. So what are you going to do? Are you still going to be the same? Are you still going to repeat the same pattern over and over and over without putting a finger on it and put a stop on it? If you are somebody who likes people, ask yourself, why am I saying yes all the time? And then I can't deliver. Who am I pleasing? Am I pleasing myself? But why do I need to please myself like that? Why do I need to say yes all the time? And then disappointing people, later down the line. Because that's what's happening. And that's what happened to me. But I know for a fact that I need to be careful. I need to not trust people. Even on the word, even though I'm thinking about my result because I'm result oriented. I want to win so much that sometimes I forget that people are not like me. And you got to understand that people are not like you. And you got to put up with that. You got to deal with that. And that's my challenge of the day, guys. I want you to, regardless what's happening, because people are going to let you down. And you're going to let some people down. Because there's some of you, for the reason that we just explained, because maybe you don't want to hurt people. You want to please them. You care too much about how people are looking at you. That's why you can't deliver. Because at this moment of time, you can't say no. But ask yourself why. There's no problem in life, there's only solution. I want you to spend as much time on the solution of your problem rather than spending time on the problem, talking to your friends, say, you know what, this is what happened, he let me down. No, bomb that. That's not the way we can deal with things. Spend as much time, spend as much energy on the solution. And that's my challenge of the day. Regardless what happened, when people let you down, ask yourself why. What have you not done? And what could you have done to avoid that situation? and get to work. We're getting to 2023, guys. It's the money time. The community is coming. I'm gonna launch the community. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned because we're gonna help each other. We're here for one another, right? So, guys, you know the drill. When you get on that green rectangle, that represents your life and your life only. Take what is yours. You know the mantra, take what's yours. Don't leave it like that. Don't leave nothing on the table. Take it. The power, the strength, the happiness, the solutions, the smile, the success. We don't only take it, guys. What we doing? We snatch it. You snatch it. I snatch it. We snatch it. Guys, that was your homeboy, Baby Bass, aka Sebastian Bassong, aka Baby Bass, here to serve you as usual. You know, we're together. Guys, keep working, invest into yourself, and stay tuned. The community is coming. It's gonna be fire. The community is coming. Take what's yours, community. We're together. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.